McKay with McKay Project, and we are here at Gospel Music Fan Fair in Kentucky, and we're talking with Hunter Logan with HLE Radio, Crank Down Christian Country Radio out of Louisiana.
Yep.
And we're going to get Hunter to tell us a little bit about his radio station and their format, and just whatever he wants to tell us about it. And we just want you to know that we are so thankful for guys like you who play our music and get it out there and help us spread the word.
It's my pleasure. It really is. And HLE Radio is simply, everybody asks about it, and all it is a ministry tool.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're all required to tell somebody about Jesus.
Yeah.
And that's what I do. And my format is Christian Country. So that's the format that God gave me to use.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we do with HLE Radio. We tell everybody about Jesus that we can through 3, 4, 5-minute segments of song.
Right.
And what a blessing it is to have artists like yourselves and other artists who have accepted us and has given us their music, because at first they didn't.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't sure about what HLE Radio was or who HLE Radio was.
Yeah.
And I'm proud to say now we're in 136 countries.
Wow.
There's only 234 known countries, so we're in 136.
Wow.
All 50 states, of course, and we're averaging over 1.5 million logos a month. And we're just barely over 3 years old.
Just 3 years?
Yep.
Wow. Well, tell me, I mean, was HLE your vision, or how did that come about?
Actually, I didn't want anything to do with the radio, and that's the God's honest truth. I was an entertainer for years. That's what I did for a living out in the world. And my wife had gotten to church. My last gig, so to say, was on Carnival Cruise Lines, and I was doing 7-night-a-week cruises. And she got into church, and she was trying to graduate school, so I said, well, I'll come back and be Mr. Mom. And through talking, being in church, I ended up getting back in church, and I took a job at a radio station from my music that they had played. It was a local station. And from that, I got into radio, and the guy that trained me for radio, the little bit of training I had, it was so uncomfortable. And I would imagine now, looking back, if I would have been comfortable, I would have never left. So God was training me for this time.
Yeah.
And I had a friend, and he says, man, I'd like to do a radio station. I said, well, I'll tell you what I know, but I don't want nothing to do with the radio. In fact, I'm going to do a recording studio. And the actual HLE radio station, as it is now, is actually a recording studio that has kind of not been used for recording now, and the radio station has took over.
Oh, okay.
So we're inside an actual recording studio,
okay,
and that is the station, but we do radio there.
Wow, wow. So, and it's internet radio, right?
It's internet, HLEradio.com. Of course, we have all the apps that are free for Droid and for Apple and for Kindle Fire, and any kind of smartphone device you can do at HLEradio.com.
Now, in addition to just playing music, you guys have like programs and things that you do. I know you do a talk show in the mornings.
I do a live radio show in the mornings from 7 to 9, Monday through Friday. And we have some programming, also like a Christian Country Jukebox with David Ray, which is, he interviews artists. And it's a whole hour dedicated to an artist and their music. We have also some preaching from different churches that are on there, as well as a new show, Real Talk with Rick Smith out of Texas, and that is a great show. And they talk about real issues. I mean, real things. It's stripped down, and love that. And that's what I love about HLE Radio, is because I always say it all the time, I am the most professional at being unprofessional. And there's nothing cookie cutter about HLE Radio. We're just a bunch of guys that really don't know what's going on, and God has used. Same as our social media director, Brian Carpenter. No experience whatsoever with social media. And I think we have over 18,000 Twitter followers now.
Oh my goodness.
And that's just in a year and a half. And I mean, he
I
think he told me he downloaded Twitter for Dummies or something like that. I still don't know how to tweet, but we're doing good with Twitter. So social media is the lifeline of the radio station. So Facebook and Twitter are very important in getting people on.